So here I am on the trail, I don't know, maybe a couple kilometers in. This cart's definitely harder to pull than I thought, and it's empty, but I'm also climbing pretty good. It's not real steep, but I'm climbing the whole time pretty much. So I don't know if you can see that. That's the cart I'm pulling in. It just got my bow and my arrows on it, my quiver, and yeah, I'm sweating pretty good, and it was only like around plus 10 Celsius, so I couldn't imagine trying to pull this thing in when it's hot out. It was cloudy also. It just started raining a little. Not too bad. Don't think I'm even gonna put my jacket on for now anyway, unless it starts raining harder. So I'm gonna take a little break when I get down to the creek, have a drink, maybe a bite to eat. It's raining down here, but if you can see that or not, there's snow up top. Not lots, just a dusting. But, depending on what happens here, I might be in snow tomorrow morning. There's another view up there. I think I'm probably about 2 kilometers, maybe not quite, from my camp, where I plan to camp. And tomorrow I'll get up and I'll drop the cart there. I'll leave the cart there. Just real quick before it gets dark here. This is my tarp set up. Really quick, takes like 5 minutes, especially if you put it right side up. To set up, it's really quick. I got a cord going up to the tree there just to give a little more room. So, getting closer to the top. My WMU doesn't start till right at the top. I got a little ways to go. It's actually the hardest part. They start really climbing now, but it's not too terribly far. Beautiful up here. I hope there's sheep just on the other side. This is the sugar bowl, and there are usually sheep in here, or a lot of times there's sheep in here. Not today. I've hiked down a ways, still haven't seen any sheep. I might just hike to the bottom and spend the night, have a look around. I'm not sure I'd shoot a sheep in here if I did find them. Like, I didn't see any sheep coming through there, but that's happened to me before. You sit there for a few hours and you start going back, and there's all of a sudden there's sheep. So you never know with them. It's amazing how far they'll travel and how well they can hide sometimes. So just had a kind of a neat encounter just walking down this trail. I'll show you. So here's this wall tent. No one's here right now. Just, wouldn't doubt if it's an outfitter. last night. Got down to about minus 3 or 4, something like that. I shot one of those sheep early this morning. I was shot one last night down in here. I'd have time to make 2 trips to the top. And then from there going downhill. It wouldn't be so bad with the load until I got to the cart. And probably about 6 kilometers away from the other camp and the cart. But yeah, like 3 of it's uphill, 2.5 maybe. So I was just starting to pack up, and I looked up over there, 2 sheep around the corner of a rock face over there, and they really like to travel through there, and that's the way she was headed, so where they were headed. So I started across the creek, and they saw me, and they went up in the rocks, but I watched a bunch of them last night do the same thing. They get up in the rocks to kind of keep stay at elevation, and some of them go around the bottom. So I got up there, and I kept trying to stay ahead of her, and every time I'd take a break and look up, there she was above me, but she kept going the same way, or they did, those 2 of them. And at one point she was 30 yards, maybe 40, I'm not sure, because that one was almost straight uphill for me, and I didn't feel comfortable with that. So I thought I'd make one last big push, because I figured she'd start coming down already, because there's some cliffy stuff up above them where I think it's a little hard for them to navigate. But yeah, so I kept going, and I was so winded, and I just stopped for a break, and I was thinking I need to take 2 more steps to get close to the cliff face. And I looked up, and she was 20 yards from me, maybe closer, maybe 15, I don't know, but all I could see was her head. And she stood there for a long time, looking around, looking at me, bad a few times, and she turned and walked the other way. So that was that, the end of that chase. A little bit of excitement this morning. Now I'm just going to pack up and head back to the other camp, maybe get up to the cart. We'll see. So I got a sheep down. I set my pack down here. The sheep were just like 80 yards up here. Set it down. By the time I got everything ready to go, they'd moved out to about 120 yards. I started following them, and I followed them for about, it ended up being about 500 or 600 yards. And finally the valley here narrows down, and they have to get up the face of the canyon, and I knew they wanted to go that way, and that's when I saw my chance, and I hurried up there as fast as I could, and one of them finally gave me a shot. Boy, you know, them just moseying along, grabbing a nibble here and grabbing a nibble there, it's all I can do to keep up to them. It's amazing. And I didn't find myself winded or anything. I was just, you know, I didn't want to go any faster because of all these rocks and stuff, but they just kind of, whatever, it's no big deal for them, right? But now the work starts. But at least I'm halfway up this valley, and actually where she is, it's not going to be bad. I can just zip up this little bit of a grassy slope and be right up on the trail. I actually shot a sheep just up the mountain, just off the trail 12 years ago, like almost exactly up the mountain, so kind of cool. This area's been good to me. I'm 3 for 3 now, but we'll see. Gotta get this thing out of here. I'm getting too old for this stuff, man. But you know what? I gotta do it now. I got one down, I gotta do it. So I'll just whip the camera around here and show you what I followed them up, and then I'll show you the sheep once I get up there. Well, here she is, my 2016 sheep, non-trophy sheep. A lot of meat to pack out. There's going to be some work now. But I saw my chance when they wanted to come through this opening here. And so I got in there close, and this one gave me the shot. I figured once they got into there, there's no way I could keep up to them. Although it might have not been so bad. It would have been, they're heading up to the way I gotta go, but you take your chance when you get it. So I shot her down the bottom there. She ran across and she laid down in this little wash here. And she got up again, just walked down it a couple steps, laid down again. And then I thought she was done for. And all of a sudden she was down and out for 3-4 minutes and not breathing, nothing. All of a sudden she stood up and went ass over tea kettle down this wash. And then I thought, okay, well, that was just kind of the final thing. Oh no, her tail started twitching, not breathing. I was watching for it, and she took another tumble and ended up landing right there. Just about made it to the creek. It'll actually be nice here. I got a little creek to wash up after I'm done butchering her. So here I am, loaded up. I'm probably about halfway to the top, and then from there it's about 2.5 kilometers to camp, 3 kilometers, something like that. But the first part's through some bad shale, but it's all downhill. So, and then I'm gonna stay overnight because it's just about 4:30, and a quarter after 4 or something. So yeah, better stay overnight. I'm not real comfortable doing that, just covered in blood and everything, but what do you do? There's not a lot of sign in there. I've never seen a lot of bear sign in there at that other camp, even that whole trail in. So in fact, the whole trip here, I saw a couple bear tracks right at the outfitters camp there last night, and that's it. So she's a pack. I'm gonna savor every piece of this meat. Let me tell you, you never work so hard as for sheep. Can't all be bad, right? Look at the view. Look at this view. Here's this pack. That's quite the pack. Oh, I'm gonna get a quick drink of water, have a bite to eat, and then keep on keeping on. So I don't know if you'll be able to see those sheep over there. They're a couple 100 yards away. I think that's the same little band that I took my sheep out of. And of course they're up here in the sugar bowl where it'd be an easy pack out. But I kind of figured they were headed this way, just wasn't sure, and you take your chance when you can get it. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8 or 9 in there anyway. One less now. Another view. So I'm at the top of the pass now. all downhill from here to camp. Just gonna check and see here how far it is to camp. Hang on. Let's go to refresh. 2.77 as the crow flies, so probably closer to 3. Just gonna head out here shortly. Just enjoying the last of my coffee and the last of the fire. I'm pretty much tore down. Just gotta put my food in my backpack and then load up the cart. I think what I'm gonna do is just put everything on the cart and just we'll see. I can always adjust on the way. It's been a beautiful trip. Beautiful scenery. Hard though. I'm tired. Didn't have a great night's sleep last night. I set up in the dark and I didn't set up on very even ground. So, but I sleep in my own bed tonight. Don't know how it's gonna work yet, but so far, wow, just pulling it out of camp, it seemed okay. We'll see. The cart held up. So did I. Actually, you know what? I was wondering a bit about this cart on the way in. It was a little hard to pull, but I always forget, and it's hard to tell on your way in how uphill that trail is. And yeah, this cart was a godsend. It was a brilliant idea I had a few years ago. Yeah, wow. That was so much easier than packing it out on your back. I start calling that my shopping cart. It's a heck of a way to secure your meat, let me tell you. Wow.